So there is this idea that once we have realized that we are not our thoughts, we're not this illusion or this story of myself, that life on the inside or my internal world should somehow be completely free of any kind of friction, that there should just be harmony and peace and alignment. Well, that has not been my experience. Quite the opposite, actually. It's like the more I realize that I'm not my thoughts and I'm not my emotions, the more turmoil or the more nervous system reactions I seem to have gotten. Now, how does one make sense of that? That's what I wanted to talk about in this episode. Do you want to join me? I'm currently on the rooftop of my apartment complex here in Gothenburg, Sweden. And if you're new to my channel, warmly welcome. My name is Josephine. And this is a space for mutual exploration, to allow life to unfold, to rest in not knowing together. I don't provide the answers. I share my perspective and I invite your perspective, your reasoning on that. Helping each other to live more in alignment, to learn more about reality of what it means to be alive. I mean, none of us got a manual on how to be here. So why don't we work more together? Share what life looks like from my perspective and hear what life looks like from your perspective. And if you're a regular viewer, then warmly welcome back. Wow, there was a lot of snow up here. Actually, I mainly came up to look at the view and to get some movement, so maybe we should go inside. Because the thing is that you're not your thoughts, but you're not your nervous system either. Like if you go into a room and it feels like people are judging you, then your nervous system has been trained for decades to react to that. That's kind of like a human response. It might be dysfunctional or it might not. So it's very likely that you will have, it might awake nervousness in you. You might feel a bit of uncomfortableness and your body might react. You might even be blushing, or you'll have this contraction of your body wanting to be small. That is not necessarily a sign that you believe that your thoughts or that your value come from other people acknowledging you. No, that means that your nervous system believes your thoughts. But the thing is, you're not your nervous system either. So thinking that you need to suppress your nervous system's reactions in order to awaken to your true being, I think that's a common misconception, and I've struggled with that for years, I think. Of this wanting to stop feeling like a separate self. And that's a legitimate thing to want, in a way, because if you can choose between feeling bliss and aliveness, or whether you want to feel awkward and nervous, I think everyone would go for bliss. But it's not a prerequisite to be awakened. And the thing is that I think that every time you see through this reaction, you have a thought and then you have a nervous system reaction to it, perhaps some nervousness. Every time you look at this and see that you're not it, then over time your nervous system will realign. It will also understand that your thoughts don't hold as much power. You don't need them to tell you whether you're safe. But my own experience is that that doesn't just happen in a split second. I mean, for some people it seems to, but it seems to be rare. Very few people have what you would call maybe such an easy or light karmic load, nervous system contractions, that just seeing through the thoughts alters your nervous system reactions. No, that takes time. And that isn't necessarily a problem, because you already know that you're not your nervous system. Behind this nervous system reaction is a vastness that is actually you. And once you take your stand there, or rather when you don't take your stand in your nervous system reactions, there is freedom there already. And what that means on a practical level, yeah, let's get into that. I thought we wanted some more fresh air. Ooh. That means showing up in the world in a way that isn't necessarily aligned with how you think you should show up. Because anything we have these ideas about how we should show up, that's thoughts giving us directions, rather than trusting that I will be fine regardless of how I show up. I don't need to keep a persona of anything, basically. That means that I allow my nervous system to have a reaction that it does. Without trying to alter it or without editing it. Just showing up in the world in all its full human glory, with all my conditioned patterns. I mean, most nervous systems will have some kind of reaction to that. Ooh. Because we've all lived. We have decades of conditioning behind us. So our nervous systems are going to respond to our thoughts, even if we don't believe them. And I think that's where true liberation happens. When we are okay for our nervous system to respond in any way, whichever thoughts comes up. That's what came up. Look at that. What is it like for you? Please do share in the comments. Look forward to see you next time.